we're back. Hello, friends, and welcome back to Good Times News. We've been on hiatus for a little bit, but we're back now in 2022 with a new GTN studio and a new format. All episodes this year will be nice and short. They're going to be one segment long, so they're going to be around 5, 6, 7 minutes, so you can easily digest just one topic, knock it out, so you can get informed and get out of there. Number 2, they're going to be about every 2 weeks. So we're going to make sure to disseminate some updates, some fun stuff, some information. So stay tuned. Every 2 weeks, coming to your inbox and your social media feed. In our first episode for 2022, we wanted to kick it off with a bang with some major news to the charity, to camp, and to help us announce these amazing updates, we have Fatima Djelmane Rodriguez joining us. So please help me welcome Fatima. All right, everyone, welcome Fatima to Good Times News. Fatima, thank you for coming back for another appearance on Good Times News. It's wonderful to see you again. I think you were one of our first guests the first time we kicked off, so I appreciate you coming back. Now, Fatima, most people watching this will know you as the executive director at camp for the last 4.5 years, but that is no longer the case. Would you please share with us the exciting news?
Yes, I am very excited that I have been named the CEO for Ronald McDonald House Charities of Southern California, and that was effective on MLK Day.
Woohoo! Congratulations, Fatima. The camp is super excited to have you in that new role as CEO, and the charity is lucky to have you. So it's 2 weeks from today, 2 weeks ago today, I believe, yes, you took the new role. So congratulations on your first 2 weeks as CEO of RMHCSC. Fatima, as you step into this role, I know many folks will have questions, but would you mind sort of just in broad strokes outlining some of your goals and visions as CEO for the entire charity?
I think that's a great question, Chad, because I think what I'm finding is that this is an opportunity for us to share, like, how does camp fit within the larger organization? So it's a good kind of teaching moment. You know, Ronald McDonald House Charities of Southern California is the largest chapter in the United States. I don't know if it is globally. See, I'm still learning, but I know in the United States, we are the largest chapter. We have 6 Ronald McDonald houses through all over Southern California, and we're building a 7th house in West Los Angeles, West Side Ronald McDonald House. And we just closed escrow on that house 2 weeks ago. And then we also have family rooms in Orange County, which basically a family room is where families can go and take a break, have a snack. Oftentimes they're located in intensive care units on the pediatric floor. So these are families who won't even leave the hospital, that their child is dealing with such a challenging, difficult situation that even though Ronald McDonald House is close by, they would rather just stay there on the floor. There's little nap rooms there. So I got to visit those in Orange County. We have another one in Ventura. And then we have Camp Ronald McDonald for Good Time. So it's a really big geography that we cover. And so I'm going from just overseeing camp to now overseeing the whole thing. So I'm still connected to camp. I'm still very much invested in camp and, you know, what we do for our children and families. My vision is really, first of all, to hire key positions. We have to replace the executive director for camp. There's also, we just named Mara as our new executive director for the LA Ronald McDonald House.
Congrats, Mara.
She's the executive director at the Pasadena House, so she'll be overseeing both houses. We're really excited about that. I have a development director to hire, marketing director. I've decided that we are going to be hiring a COO. We've never had one for the organization. So there's a lot of just building the team. I think also just being transparent, communicating as much as possible internally and externally is another vision for me. And then we have a 2026 strategic plan for the whole organization. So once you have a plan, you have to actually put action behind that. So operationalizing year one of the strategic plan. And that's it, Chad. That's all.
You just have a couple of things on your plate
Few things.
to jump into. Well, I know, like I said, the charity's lucky to have you, and camp, while we're going to miss you a ridiculous amount, is lucky to have such an advocate for camp in the role of CEO. I know folks are wondering, since you mentioned it, what is the update on camp's ED search? Like I said, I know you're only 2 weeks into your role, but do you have any updates? I know we're not in any huge rush since we have you as CEO and you have our back, but we'd love to hear. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one of the things we've realized with this particular position and is how important it is to find the right fit. It's not just someone who's great at fundraising, which is a very important key skill that we need, but also someone who's willing to dance in the dining hall during rock and roll breakfast, or is willing to put on a dinosaur costume for the walk for kids. Right? Like, you need someone, because we have such a unique camp culture that's all about being authentic and showing up to everyone as your true self. And that's the type of leader we want for our executive director as well, right? But also someone who can talk to donors and inspire them and encourage them to give big dollars. So I've interviewed 9 people so far, and we went through several rounds with different candidates, and they all had wonderful qualities in their own right. But I think that mix of those different qualities, also experiencing managing a team and leading a team is really important. So those are the things that we're looking for. And so now the search is still open. In the interim, I am still touching base with the team. So I'm still supporting the team while taking on my additional responsibilities. And then the team, you included, Chad, have all taken on more responsibility as well while we're waiting to find the right fit.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Fatima. I would say it's an amazing balancing act of you supporting camp and the CEO. And I would say to ask your boss for a raise, but you are the boss. So sorry, it stops right there. Thank you, Fatima, so much for joining us on Good Times News and give us the update. Again, we are beyond excited for you. And I guarantee you, camp community, will never see a CEO of RMHCSC who will attend camp events as much as Fatima probably will. So we're blessed to have Fatima in this role. So congratulations, and we're all here for you, here supporting you and cheering you on, and here to make your transition to CEO the best it can be. So thank you.
Thank you. I love you all so much, Camp Fam, and you're gonna still see me up the mountain. I definitely, like, this is a win, not just for me or RMH, but it really is a huge win for camp, because like you said, like, camp is at the forefront of my mind and in my heart. So really excited where we're gonna go.
Awesome. Thanks, Fatima, and we hope to see you later.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you again, Fatima, for joining us on our newly relaunched Good Times News and kicking us off on the first episode. We look forward to hearing more about the ED search and the latest happenings going on in the charity as the year continues. As for you folks tuning in, thank you. Thanks for joining us again. Again, look out for the second episode coming your way in about 2 weeks. And until then, be good to one another and treat each other the same way you would at camp. And the world's going to keep getting better. Until next time, bye everyone.